Так, одеть. Ладно, информация. Предметы и снаряжения. Броня. Головы. Маска. Легкая броня.
I'm gonna run some diagnostics while you tinker. Take your time.
Так. Ты все-таки синт или не синт?
Area secured, General.
Lost track of how many blisters I got.
Так, голова, синта, нагрудник.
What's going on?
If we want things to get better, we've got to start helping each other.
It's the waiting that gets to you, you know?
Hope you realize how much you did for us.
Так, и тебе пушка еще нужна, да? Так, где
I
ты?
used to be quite the adventurer when I was younger. Now these old
Бесишь.
bones just can't keep up.
Hey,
I'll see what I can do. If I got it.
Так, броня есть у тебя. Оружие. Оружие. Нет. Хорошо. Я
don't want any
понял.
trouble.
Hey.
Looking for a weapon? I've got a few minutes to browse. Let me know what you'd like.
Оружие. Чё я пропустил? Вот, карабин Гаусса. Все.
Nice little setup. Wouldn't mind one of these occasionally.
What's next, General? Yeah?
Скорострельный. Подожди, блин, не то. Так, опять куда ты
I'm
пропал?
afraid I'm not
Ага.
much use in a fight
Heads up.
anymore.
Оружие. Сразу возьми его и патроны к нему.
I'm listening.
Back in the day,
Всё.
folks used to call me Murphy Madden.
Часть брони серьезно пострадала. Так, давай-ка мы еще поставим реактор один.
I need to be alone right now.
Еще на пятихан. Энергии нафиг. Нормально.
Heads up.
Go on. Looks like you got something to say.
What else do you have?
I'm all.
Anything I can do to help out?
Let me pull out my files. Here we are. Sounds like we may have another case on.
Uh-huh.
Станция Гвинет. Ну, погнали.
What's that?
Блин, вот немножко не вовремя, вот прям чуть-чуть.
Always there when I need you.
Пойдем банду уничтожать. Пятерочка. Где вы?
Hell yeah.
Ah, what in a fight? Somewhere.
Не благодари.
Whoa, shit.
Lose the gun-toting psychopaths, and this would be my
Look
kind
alive.
of joint.
Hey, Valentine.
Something up?
Tell me about the options.
I'm all ears.
I cleared out that place for you.
You're one hell of a partner. At this rate, we're gonna have to put your name up on signs for the agency.
Look alive.
What do you need?
I wanted to ask you about something else.
Go ahead.
Anything I can do to help out?
Always another case to close. I could use a hand if you're willing to take...
Поможем немножко Валентайну. По фасту. Так. Задание. Вот, так тут недалеко. Пойдем. Так, нам туда точно? Да.
You want
making a difference out here.
I know you're here.
What's that?
Наказан. Погнали дальше. Блин. Ладно, братство трогать не будем.
Last mistake.
Anything useful? I'm all. There's something bothering you?
I wanted to ask you about something else.
Coordinates are available in your emergency handbook.
Hey,
Yes. You've been saving a post for me. Now
This checkpoint has been designated as a safe house in case of enemy invasion, and is currently stocked with additional food, water, and ammunition.
Короче, Ник, валим отсюда.
I owe you a stiff drink. There's something you need?
Here you go.
Good find. But think.
Hey,
Looks like you got something to say.
Давай еще одно задание.
I wanted to ask you.
What's the plan?
I could use work.
If you're looking for a friend, I was wondering if you ready to get to.
Где?
This is a fine mess.
Ты чё, ублюдок?
Heads up.
Do something up?
I wanted to ask you about.
Something?
So is this what we're looking for, or not?
From one case to a new one. It's never easy. By the way, we should let Ellie know we finished the job next time we're in the office. I get a lot of snark.
Heads up.
There's something bothering you?
Tell me about the options.
Well, all right.
Was wondering if there was.
Always another case.
What?
I could use a hand.
Опять что ли здесь? Прикольно. Где ты?
Makes you wonder who would
Look
choose
alive.
this sort of a. Go ahead.
Show me what you got.
Something up?
Here you go. Check it out.
Good find.
What? Look alive.
Ну ладно, можно еще одно задание.
What do you need?
Show me what you got.
Something I can do?
I could use work, depending on what it.
Always another case to close. I could use a hand if you.
Я даже знаю, где находится. Бар Клевер. Погнали. И пойдем дальше. Долго. Блять.
Now it's on.
Good to know I've got someone.
Блин, я ж по своему стреляю. Это еще не все? теперь все. Да блин. Вечно я его роняю. Ой. Хорошо, что это не телефон. Так.
Was that a...
На штурм.
Doing them much good at this point. Something.
Все? Или еще кто-то остался?
How much you got left to read?
Playing hide and seek?
А, хорош.
Hey,
No. There's something bothering you?
I wanted to ask you about something.
Well,
I cleared out that place for you.
you're one hell of a pup. At this rate, we're gonna have to put your name up on signs for the...
Все, погнали отсюда. Косарь фишек замутили. Теперь можно идти. Причем изи, блин. В том же месте, в том же сундуке. Пипец. Как так? Как так, Карл? Как так? Все, погнали отсюда. Привден. Придвен.
The column one looks bad.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very hard to believe. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Dance is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite... The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the... Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they call... To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M7... I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then...
Had he told me, it would have been my duty to
Apparently which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Dance is a synth. He represents everything we hate. A monstrosity. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed, and which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt...
Isn't there some other way?
You wouldn't even fathom letting him live, would you?
Absolutely not. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Dance was your mentor. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be... And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these. You're dismissed.
Пойдемте за синтом. Очень жаль. Очень жаль. Как говорится. Но... Раз синт...
Attention. Albert pilot to station
Теперь попробуем с ним поговорить.
Albert pilot report to station Epsilon.
I
That
was
is all.
told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Dance.
What do you know about this situation?
While I was decrypting all of the data you acquired from within the Institute, it appears that the Institute keeps exemplary records. As I was perusing this list, I came across a quick DNA comparison with our own record. I'm certain this comes as quite a shock.
He'll be missed.
Doubt. I was merely sorry that I've been poring over Dance's duty reports. As you're well aware, Dance had intimate knowledge of it. I think our best approach would be to identify every... You may want to get comfortable.
What the hell is this crap about Dance being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's...
So he sets Dance up, and then you knock him down.
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? That's all you have to say? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna... There's obviously been a mistake, and we need...
Scribe Halen! You're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you...
Of course. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until...
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship.
I'll take anything that gets me close.
Yes, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue.
If you'll follow me, sir.
Well, if it isn't the man who revived
you too.
Погнали. Ну. Не тупи. Так, подожди. У тебя есть патроны? Мне нужно пополнить снарягу.
Proctor Tegan.
With Liberty Prime back in act.
Set me up.
Мне нужны боеприпасы. Раз. Два. Да, блин. Нет. Вот, все. Погнали.
Greetings, Knight.
describe?
This way. Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
I haven't decided.
Well, before
Right.
I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was in. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught.
Sure.
He's earned my admiration. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine.
Why are you telling me all?
Because someone has to before you rush off and carry out. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him. That's why I'm asking you. Not just as a member of the Brotherhood. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he...
Yeah, what Maxon's asking, it isn't just.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes... Before the Pribwin showed up, Dance had me identify a fallback point. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war U.S. military outpost on the north. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So just be careful. There's no telling.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Is something wrong?
Well, I sort of had the same. It's just, with everything that's happened with you,
What?
it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up.
Yeah. I'm all
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I thought. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they... The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. Folks were still losing. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Massacre of the CPG.
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together. Every settlement with even a hint of clout sent representatives to try. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own. A synth. The man killed. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the... I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman... Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying there. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets. Just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first... Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing. Just I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero. Offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was... Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and...
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown. I told them I was rigged to explode and started going beep, beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed over each other.
You're not a spy, right? Testing, testing.
Well, if I know. If I am, the Institute's plan to gather intel on all the runaways of the comet.
Why would you want to stay in a place you cleared?
Well, there were times I seriously considered go. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. Got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth, but it was Nick the... It was about then that things finally... It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. That's a long story, but I hope it helps.
Пойдем выполнять приказ. А хрен ли делать? Пока там робота подготавливают, там все делают. Зачистка рядов.
Like getting radiation sickness. I'd stay away.
Чем эту пушку рекламируют? Мне не интересно. Так. Погнали вниз. Да ёп.
Excuse me.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
Why didn't you tell me, Dan?
Because I didn't know. Until Quinlan got that list decoded. I thought synths were the... I never expected to hear them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be happy. So, what are your orders?
No. But I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that I wish Maxon had sent someone else. But that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the... I need to be the example, not the exception.
If you really feel that way...
The moment I learned the truth, I knew my life was...
Yeah?
I'm a soldier, so self-preservation kicked in. I knew... Once I got here, and I had some time to think, I realized I'd just made everything worse. I should have stayed on the Prydwen and accepted the end.
Really?
Like I said, I need to be the example, not the exception.
The empathy that you're showing me...
I appreciate what you're trying to do. I'm ready to accept the con. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be dead.
Is there any way out of this?
We both know that this is the right. If you refuse to follow Maxon's orders, you're undermining. I can't allow that to happen on my...
If you're so eager to die, then...
If you leave here without completing your orders, then I'll... Maxon's obviously testing you. And I refuse to be the...
No. I won't.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just... Why would you do that for me?
You're the proof that Maxon's wrong. You're a synth, but everything you've done has been for the good of man.
You're right. How could I have been so... I'm not technology that's gone out of control. I've been a benefit. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next...
What's our next move?
You need to continue your fight against the Institute. The only clear choice is for me to leave the comp. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success, or Maxim will just send... Now, come on.
В восторге. Ну, замечательно.
I think we ought to talk.
What's wrong?
Wrong? Oh, no, nothing. We've just been traveling a while now, and I figured there hasn't exactly been equitable. Gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really know.
Ground floor.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Move here.
Done and done.
Hey, Valentine.
You got time to talk now?
What's wrong?
Wrong? We've just been traveling a while now, and I figured that gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty... I figured I'd offer to balance the board.
What do you remember about?
It's all pretty hazy from back then, but now and then I get glimpses. Life inside a single test chamber was my whole world for years, and someone was always watching.
Oh.
They've cut you loose. Welcome to the brave new world.
What's with the outfit?
After I started the agency, it just seemed like the sort of thing a detective... I got some old memories, pre-war. Faded to all heck of guys dressed like this. Putting on the hat and trench coat, and I figured it'd let folks know I was serious about the whole thing. Clothes make the man. Guess I felt they made me the man I wanted to be.
So, who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. But I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone... My memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius. Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of...
Wait, you're a robot? What else have you been...
Huh. Well, I'm not sure if anyone told you, but there's been a war. Nothing.
Wait, the original...
Sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, it was quite... I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap. A body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who... Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they... But the kids... I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to... It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. A local mechanic even gave me a once-over. Those people, they treated me like a human being. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. It's part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
Where's that town? We should go visit.
I tried to go back and say thanks once I'd gotten myself established. But the place was white. Don't know what happened to the people.
If you're good to people, they'll be good back.
Второе.
That's something I've always believed.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. You should probably...
Ну, пойдем.
Hey. Wouldn't want it going to waste now, would we?
Да вообще похер. А, подожди.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's not a thing. He's one of your best men.
Have you taken leave of your senses? Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to... By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human...
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say...
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the Reaper. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste.
Dance shares the same beliefs as the Brotherhood.
Don't be so naive. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to...
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory. And some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated, and when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt... Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Art. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and whatever you decide. Know that I'm going to my grave with no anger.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen.
Very well. I'm listening.
Whether he's human or not, Dan saved the lives of countless Brotherhood soldiers. Now it's time you see.
You're a stubborn man. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight. And your remains, from this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Pridwin, or speak to anyone, should you choose to ignore me. No, do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of him. I'm returning to the Pridwin Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
Hey.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxton like that.
least we know he isn't chasing you anymore. If you stay here...
That's an excellent suggestion. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post. But besides, you're still gonna need my help. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth. Now, you better get back to the Prydwen. In the meantime, I'll start making this book. If you ever need me, I'll be right.
Sure. What about Halen?
I don't think Maxon knew she was involved, so she'll be safe. I'll contact her and let her know what happened here. It's the least I could do.
Are you gonna have a problem killing...
I might physically be a synth, but my heart and mind belong to the Brother. The Institute is still a tremendous threat to the Commonwealth. They possess technologies that need... I promise you, I won't hesitate.
Goodbye, Dance.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
Someone was expecting trouble. Or asking for it.
Вот так вот. Теперь у меня в друзьях 2 синта. Ну, заодно разобрались. Так.
Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we... As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, do you understand?
Of course. The Brotherhood must come...
Perhaps there's hope for you yet. Of course. Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of... That traitor held quite an important position with us. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours. Including his... Congratulations, pal.
I'm honored, Elder.
You've earned it by your own actions. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be... I trust you won't disappoint them. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can... While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential... Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Ad Victorian. Пойдем. Так.
Proximity sensors green. Getting a 3-second ping back.
Control systems all reporting back nominal.
Так, а куда мне? А, вниз. Все живы?
I have a situation I need to report.
Proceed.
Something amiss?
There's evidence that someone may be amassing a group of synths up the coast.
If that's true, it has the potential to represent a significant... We need confirmation, not rumors or hearsay. Can I trust that you'll follow up?
You can count on me.
Very good. Bring me something actionable, and I assure you the Brotherhood will deal with it.
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been settled, we can return to our prime.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good.
because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address... They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their... Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to... If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize...
Then let's get to it.
Your enthusiasm is appreciated. Destroying the railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply... To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure.
Consider it done.
Thank you, Paladin. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you to complete.
Our sources tell us that the railroad has some sort of experimental or they're calling it the predictive analytic machine, or they use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much... If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on Pam's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the prison. I'm certain we could put Pam's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. You wouldn't...
I'll try to get it back here in one piece.
Good. It'd be a hell of a...
I'm certain you'll do whatever it takes to complete them. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the... Ad Victoriam, pal.
Recon report. Knight Wagner recording. It appears the intel claiming the old CIT ruins house an entrance to the Institute was incorrect. My scouts and I spent days combing the location for a way in and turned up nothing, other than a couple of minor casualties. When a contingent of synths boxed us into an old tunnel where we were sniffing around. My immediate recommendation would be to follow the trail back on whoever provided that intel. I suspect some wastelander is feeding Proctor Quinlan lies to earn some caps.
Опа.
Your promotion was well deserved, Paladin.
Погнали сразу туда. Расстреляем их нахер. Долбаных партизанов. Грузится, просто жесть. Так, отлично. Блин, застрял.
All clear.
Suppose someone should make use of it.
Not hiding.
People have been down here recently.
Target down.
Detonation pack secured and ready, sir.
Так.
Damn it! Where'd you go?
Should have run. Shoot on sight.
Подожгли твари. Так, ладно, переключаемся на револьвер. Тихо.
Look alive, everyone.
You really want this to be the last mug you see?
Intruder countermeasures active. This unit is incapable of voice communication.
Pam.
Security lockdown is in effect. Communication impossible.
Хорошо.
They're here somewhere.
Ну, сори. Жесть. Так.
Pam.
Security mode enabled. Voice interface is unavailable at this time.
Доступ запрещен. Перепрограммировать. Каким образом? Все компьютеры они Опа. Уничтожили, да. Как ее можно будет перепрограммировать? А что-нибудь не написано? А, вот. Все, я понял. Так. Вот. Все.
Pam.
Full system reset accepted. Awaiting instructions. Ready for programming instructions. Recommend interface type RJ11G.
Pam.
Factory reset mode enabled. Command mode available.
Короче, понятно все с вами. А, то есть здесь был всегда выход? Окей. Ладно. Пойдемте. То есть там еще есть еще энергоблок. А давай.
I'm listening.
Think you can unlock that terminal?
Good plan. Huh. Now, how did you structure? Ah, I see. Nope. Bingo.
Блин. Да, грузится довольно-таки долго. Ну, этот момент всегда можете перемотать чуть-чуть. Вообще не против. А, тут еще и на цепочке. Понятно. Эд Викториан. Викториан. Так.
Captain. Well, it appears that the railroad won't be a hindrance to our future operations.
Конечно, не помешает.
Those sympathizers deserved exactly
that. They did. I'm also pleased you managed to secure. We are having it brought to the Pridwin, where it will be installed in Proctor Quinlan's office. It's an amazing piece of pre-war technology that should prove... Speaking of pre-war technology, Proctor Ingram is putting the final touch. Congratulations. Ad Victoriam.
Ага. Погнали.
Cause was the wisest decision of your life, brother.
Опа.
You want to walk through Brotherhood HQ with a synth at your side?
Proctor Ingram.
Well, this is it. The moment of truth. We pre-programmed Liberty Prime's battle coordinates into his navigational processor. As soon as he's under his own power, he'll head straight for the Institute. Elder Maxon wants you to follow, and make sure he arrives at the CIT in one piece. I've checked every wire and every bolt on the big guy. All we need to do is plug in the agitator, start Prime's reactor, and cross our fingers.
Did you fill up his tank and check the tire pressure too?
You're a real comedian. Anyone ever tell you that? Look, I discussed it with Elder Maxon, and we think you should be the one who has the honor of starting Liberty Prime. Just plug the beryllium agitator into his reactor port, then head back down here. Good luck, Paladin.
А, то есть бериллиевый импеллер им тоже нужен, да, был? Ладно. Допустим, так. Давайте запустим.
Fusion core reinitialized. Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Mission: the destruction of any and all Chinese communists. Probability of Chinese victory: impossible.
Brotherhood, salute!
Ad Victoriam! Proceeding to target coordinates. Freedom
Get him, Prime.
is the sovereign right of every
I have some
American.
important work to do.
Democracy is non-negotiable. Cultural database accessed. Quoting New England poet Robert Frost. Freedom lies in being bold. Alaska's liberation is imminent. Engaging Red Chinese aggression.
Хорош. Probability of mission hindrance, 32%. Revised stratagem initiated. Aquatic transit protocol activated. Probability of mission hindrance, 0%. Democracy is truth. Communism is death. Anchorage will be liberated. Обязательно. Пойдем.
Efficiency. Enemy presence detected. Attack imminent. Чё ты остановился?
хотел занять позицию, вдруг атаковать будут.
Tactical assessment. Red Chinese victory. Impossible. Memorial site. Recognized. Patriotism subroutines. Engaged. Honoring the fallen is the duty of every red-blooded American. Embrace democracy, or you will be eradicated. Glory is the reward of valor.
Ты так не пугай. Почти возле института.
Freedom is the sovereign right of every American.
Столб тебе помешал, серьезно?
The last domino falls here. Democracy is free. Communism is tyranny. Objective reached. Scanning defenses.
Ты точно по мне сейчас будешь шмалять?
Scanning results. Negative.
Да блин! Хорошо, я пока прервусь, и как дойдем до этого места, я продолжу. Так, продолжим с этого места. Хорошо. Без карабинов.
Obstruction depth 5 meters. Composition sand, gravel, and communism. Tactical assessment. Reach compound to restore democracy. Warning. All personnel should move to minimum safe distance. Embrace democracy, or you will be eradicated.
Keep those scents away from Prime, soldier!
Ну.
Lead us to victory, Paladin. I've got your back, Paladin. I heard you on a damn Paladin.
Ну тупи. Вот. Автосохранились.
Obstruction eliminated. Ground units initiate directive.
Входим. Enemy underground.
The mission is proceeding as planned, Paladin. Well done. more from them. False.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
What was...
Fuck away.
Surprise assault. Fan out.
Is
Who's there?
Cause any trouble. We'll be taking that.
This is what I fear. No control.
Something's out there.
Another victory for the Brotherhood.
Короче.
Ceasefire.
No mercy.
Area secure.
Don't have the key.
Engaging target. What was that?
Да блин.
Engaging target. What was target located?
Paladin, we've located the reactor. It's accessible through the Advanced Systems Division. Only, you can't reach it. The security override can only come from the Director's terminal. You'll need to access his quarters.
I didn't expect to see you again. Come to see the reactor, have you? We got it working without you.
Nothing. Gotta be.
There's no going back, Sean. The Institute has to be stopped.
And you've decided this for yourself? Or has it been fed to you by the corrupt societies above ground? It's not enough that I lay here dying. Now you plan on what? Destroying everything? Tell me then. Under what righteous pretense have you justified this atrocity?
All the enemies you've created, you can't imagine why I'd be standing here.
Perhaps I didn't think to count you among them. Well, none of it matters now, I suppose. You'll accomplish your task and ruin humanity's best hope for the future. The only question left then is why you're standing here. Is it regret? Or did you just come to gloat?
Sean, if you help me, fewer people will die. Will you?
Why would I ever consider helping you?
Help me, and we can try and minimize the casualties in all this. You want your people to survive, don't you?
Very well. The terminal behind me. Enter access code 9003. That will disable some of the synths. Now go. Just leave me.
Прощай, получается.
Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1YR31. Please proceed to your assigned evacuation point. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well done, Paladin. Looks like a path should be clear to the reactor. And I am happy to report that reinforcements have arrived.
Некогда присаживаться.
Hostile sensor reading. Detect attacking enemy.
Locked on target.
You win!
You playing hide and seek?
Enemy, maybe.
Over here, over here! Weapons ready!
Evacuation points. Thank you for your cooperation.
Where'd you get? Nicely done.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Is someone present?
Good work, Paladin. I think it's time to leave this place to its fate. Proctor Ingram, do you copy? Our mission is complete. I need you to transport us out of here immediately. Proctor Ingram, it's time to teleport us out.
Sorry, Elder, I would, but... well, this child showed up. He claims to be the Paladin's son, sir.
Authorization 1Y.
Please, Dad, don't leave me here. I want to go with you.
Please proceed to your assigned evacuation points. Thank you for your cooperation.
All right. You can...
Really? Do you mean...
Yes.
I'm glad you were here to save me.
Attention all personnel. Evacuation.
I've got this covered, Paladin. Get to that reactor.
All right, Ingram. Fire it up.
Everything looks green. System's warmed up and ready to go if you are.
Thank you for your cooperation.
The relay works?
Don't worry. Got this thing all figured out. Are you ready to...
Uh-huh. Absolutely. Let's get out of here.
You got it, Paladin. I'm going to send you and Elder Maxon directly to the detonation site. I'll make sure the kid gets some new clothes and reaches the airport safely. When that reactor goes up, this place will be nothing but a smoking crater full of rubble. Looks like your work here is done, Paladin.
Thank you for your cooperation.
I'm ready. Let's get out of here.
Долго ты, конечно, соображаешь, но ладно. Да уж, конечно, недалеко не закопались.
Proctor Ingram has assured me that we'll be outside the blast radius. Press that button, and you not only defeat our enemy, you restore order and decency to the Commonwealth. It's time, Paladin. The Institute and their synth abominations must be eradicated.
Сейчас будет большой бум. Так. Ну. Вот и все.
I can feel it wash over me. The heat, the force, the radiation, the fear. It's the end of the world all over again. I close my eyes. I see my life before all of this. Before the bombs. Everything can change in an instant, and the future you plan for yourself shifts, whether or not you're ready. At some point, it happens to all of us. This wasn't the world I wanted, but it was the one I found myself in. The Commonwealth. My home. Ripped apart and put back together. I hoped I could find my family, cheat time, make us whole again. The way we were. But now I know. I know I can't go back. I know the world has changed. But that the road ahead will be hard. This time, I'm ready. Because I know war. War never changes.
Ну вот и все. Так.
Excuse me, Elder Maxon.
You've done an exemplary job here, Paladin. Without your unwavering loyalty to our cause, this victory would never have been possible.
I did it for the people of the Commonwealth.
You truly have become one of us, brother. The Institute has been wiped clean from the face of our world. It's time we close this chapter on the Commonwealth and begin one anew.
Then let's get to it.
I'm pleased that you're anxious to continue your service for the Brotherhood, but this is neither the time nor the place to discuss it. Return to the Pridwin, and we'll decide what needs to be done.
Отлично. Придван. Жалко, еще раз нельзя взорвать. Так. В принципе, это уже концовка, да? Новый уровень. Не, этих ядерных блоков хватит даже дополнения, если пройти. Так, не сюда.
Paladin, I'm pleased you've returned. Captain Kells and I wanted to speak with you. Captain Kells.
As I expect Elder Maxon has already explained, the destruction of the Institute is simply... There are still super mutants and ferals to be dealt with, as well as any remaining synths that escaped the blast. It's our hope that you will continue serving with the Brotherhood and assist us with eradicating these threats.
There are still synths left in the Commonwealth?
Unfortunately, yes. The Institute maintained exploratory patrols, scouting teams, and other autonomy. Now that their headquarters has been eliminated, they may be in hiding, or worse.
In light of your service, Captain Kells and I both feel you deserve unique recognition for your contribution. It's with great pleasure and the utmost respect that you are hereby granted. This is the highest honor a Brotherhood soldier can achieve. But we both felt strong.
In addition, we'd like to present you with this jetpack modification for your power. The Brotherhood has few of these devices in its possession, but we feel you've earned the right.
Congratulations, Sentinel.
У меня уже
It's
есть.
an honor to be serving with you.
Would I be the only Sentinel?
In our division? Yes. There hasn't been a Sentinel serving under... It's a position that commands a great deal of honor and respect, so I do not award it lightly.
Thank you, both. I'm really quite honored.
The honor is ours. So, Sentinel, for the first time since we've met, from this moment forward, you will decide which missions you undertake. Captain Kells and the personnel at the Cambridge police station still possess numerous operations for you to undertake. Where you go from here is up to you. Ad Victorium, Sentinel.
Trust me, friend. Neither me nor the machine wins
Ну,
out
можно
in that
сказать,
transaction.
все, это концовочка.
System deltas at 100%.
Остальное, уже дополнение будем проходить под отдельное, так сказать, как бы сказать. Короче, будет отдельный плейлист, где будем проходить дополнение. В общем, всем спасибо за просмотр, ставим лайки, подписываемся, прожимаем колокольчик, не забываем оставлять комментарии. Может быть, у вас было другое решение, может быть, вы лучше вышли бы за синтов, либо за подземку, либо вот за этих, как его, минитменов. Всем спасибо за просмотр, всем пока.